welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who may not be sure what TG Gang is, all you have to do is click that subscribe button down below and then you're part of the family. So I finally decided to shoot this requested eyeshadow look. Yes, it was requested by a couple of you on Instagram. It's like a yellow and brown sort of shadow look, and the reason why I love this, I feel like this is your go-to if you were to attend like a traditional wedding. I even wore this, my graduation dress, just so I could, like, you know, vibe with the colors. So I hope you guys enjoy this look. If you want to see how I achieved this look, keep on watching. Thanks, much love. Hi guys, so to start, you want to start off with like a good eyeshadow base. So I've been enjoying using this Benefit Bowing Cakeless Concealer, and this is in the shade number 10. You can either use a lighter one if you prefer, but I'm very comfortable just using the number 10, which is very close to, not close, but a shade lighter than my foundation. So yeah, a little of this goes a long way, so I like to take a little and spread it out across both my eyes, but actually I prefer starting off with one eye. Now when you apply this, you want to make sure that this is properly blended out. So I just use the beauty blender and I blend that out. I'm using a wet one. I literally got these beauty blenders. I got them in a pack. I don't think these are the originals. I think this is just dupes. I got this from a, what is this? A Chinese like discount store. I think it's called Value Co or something like that. I saw it one guy plugged me. So I went there and yeah, I got those, and they even had these cute little mini ones. These were about 19 Rand, and then these ones were 35 Rand. So there was 4 of these. I have the other one, it's just that it's dirty, so I just feel like I'd rather have a lot so that when one is dirty I can use a clean one. Okay, so to achieve this look, you're only going to be using one palette. I use one palette, which is the Zulu palette by Juvia. You can either get this palette straight from Juvia, the Juvia sites, but I do think you'll have to pay for shipping there, or you can get it off Muse Beauty. That's where I got my palette from. I will leave everything down below. So we're gonna start off with this brown shade over here, and this is the shade that's going into our crease. And yeah, basically we're using 2 colors for this look. All right, so I'm gonna go into the brown. Okay, and then I am just gonna start blending this into my crease. You'd have noticed that I haven't concealed my face yet, but my base is done. I prefer doing my base before I do my brows lately, so I don't know, it just works for me so much better. Okay. Now that you've gotten that into the crease with the crease brush, so this is called the color crease brush. You can get this from Discam, and then I'm going to be using this really small brush over here. It does not have a name, and I got this one from an Instagram shop. I don't remember what the Instagram shop is called, but I got this a couple of years ago, and I think these were dupes, so you can pretty much get something similar, I think, on Takealot, guys, because I know a lot of people keep asking about brushes, and all my brushes don't come from like one place. It's literally like a lot of them I was gifted, and then the rest I bought. My first set of brushes I actually got from Muse Beauty. They were also Morph. So I'm taking this small brush because this applies the shadow in a more concentrated effect than that crease brush we're using. So I'm just gonna go into the crease again. I'm just deepening the color. You can see it's getting a bit concentrated and more brown. So I've literally just gone and done the same thing on this side with the brown shadow, deepened it. I'm just making sure everything looks similar. Okay, great. So now when we do that, you want to just clean up that shadow that you've done here with a blending brush, and you're going to take this blending brush. So this is the blending 313, also from Carla, available at Dischem. Guys, a lot of my brushes, I always say, like, just go straight to Dischem. The pack literally says what the brush is for, and it's super easy. So I'm gonna blend that out with this orange shade over here, and literally we're just making sure this color over here, just, you know, you don't have any harsh weird lines. And we're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now that we're done blending the shadow with our blending brush, you will see that you don't have any harsh lines. Now we are going to cut our crease. For cutting the crease, I just usually use the same concealer that I used. And I've spoken about this trick before. What you do is take a bit of concealer. I like to just, you know, start with the oval shape already, go up a bit, then open my eyes, and if it doesn't touch any higher, then I've literally done the perfect thing. But you'll notice that it went a little bit higher, so I know that's where my line needs to sit, because that's where my eye sort of like closes when I blink. So we're gonna take it that far, and then we are just gonna blend the rest out. This concealer is super thick, so a little of it goes a long way, trust me. So if you buy this is gonna last you a lifetime. If you use too much, you're gonna have that cakey effect, so you want to try spread the product everywhere. So we're gonna do the same on the other side. So you see how much of concealer I have on my brush? That's literally nothing. Okay, now that you're done cutting the crease, you are going to take a flat brush. I have different ones. I have this flat brush from Morphe. I have a flat brush also from that one brand that I got off Instagram. I'm not sure what the name is anymore, but this is how flat it looks, so you guys have an idea of what sort of brush you're meant to be using. There we go, it's flat. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna go into the yellow shadow now, and you just dip the brush and get as much yellow product on the brush as possible, and then you're gonna take that and you're gonna tap that into your concealer. You're just gonna keep tapping that yellow product into your concealer. Now you can see you don't see some of the brown in my eye anymore. You're just gonna take that small brush, take the brown, and start like bringing it down so you can cover a bit of that blank look that you're seeing there. The reason why my eye look stood out was because of the lashes I wore. So the lashes that I wear with this eye look is the shape OMG. So I'm just gonna apply those off camera for you guys. Okay, so the glue is like still drying, And now I am gonna finish off the rest of my face, and then I'll do my bottom under eyes for you. Oh my gosh, when I look for concealer, guys, I have so much concealer, it's crazy. And the reason why I have this much concealer is because obviously I do makeup on clients, and I think I forgot to just like take out my shade before starting this video. But I'm going to be using the Revlon Candid Concealer in the shade 65. As most of you know, this is currently like my go-to concealer. The only problem with this concealer is that it is so light that you actually have to give it a few seconds to dry down before you start blending it out. Especially if you're someone that's a beginner in doing makeup. Otherwise, you are defeating the whole purpose of concealing, because it would look like you literally did not do anything. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and blend out my concealer. To set my face, I am going to be using the Lauder Mercier setting powder. To contour my face, I'm going to be using this 3 Steps to Sculpt palette. I'm sorry, I was using this lid to apply my powder and I got it everywhere. I'm going to be using that to contour my face. For blush, I'm going to be using this Flormar blush in the shade Rosegold. To highlight my face, I'm going to be using a MAC Gold Deposit. We're going to take the gold deposit and also go in on the inner corners of our eye just to brighten that up. Now for underneath our eyes, we're going to go back into that brown and yellow shade, and we are going to take a shader brush. We're going to start with the yellow in the inner corners of our eyes, and then we're going to take the brown on the outer. Now I'm going to take my mascara. This is in the Revlon So Fierce mascara. This is one of their latest launches, and I'm going to go in on the bottom of my eyes. Now, not forgetting the white crown, we're going to use this on as our liner on our eyes. Now for my lips, I'm going to go in with my favorite combo at the moment, which is the LA Girl Lip Liner in Chocolate, Maybelline Ink Crayon in Trust Your Gut, and the Jennifer Lopez collab with Inglot in Goldilips. Sometimes you can tell my lips are a bit dry and cracked, so what I like to do is that I apply a bit of chapstick, so just to hydrate my lips before I apply my lipstick. Over here I'm just gonna apply my chapstick total hydration, because you can see my lips look so dry, and we don't want to have a cracked lipstick situation. Now that is done, to set my face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lasting Fix. I swear that I've almost run out of this, and thank goodness I already have another bottle somewhere lying around the house. So I'm just going to spray this. And this is the finished look.